Welcome back to another installation of Merch Only, the series where I can only use characters that I have merch of. Here are the rules. First, only characters that I have merch of. Second, all weapons are allowed. Third, if I use a character that I don't have merch of, it's a spin on the punishment wheel. Last rule, no new merch. Previously, I had gotten to about the middle part of Mondstadt's story quest. Today is the day I finish it. I have been dreading to do the next part of Mondstadt's story, not because I don't want to, but honestly, it's a snooze fest. Especially fighting dwelling. I think it's about 5 minutes of waiting and 2 minutes of fighting. Anyway, enough complaining, let's get to the video. We visit the lesbians again to show off the illegal crystal that we got from a random forest. They just let us keep the crystal because why not give this glowing red ball of whatever to a person you just met about a day ago? That surely is the right decision. With that, we leave the base behind to meet up with Paimon. Before meeting Paimon, I stare at Hazel for a minute. Anyway, she saw that green fellow again, and we follow Venti's footsteps like a bulldog about to find its next victim. Honestly, would this be called stalking because we're just following Venti? Like those guys following girls home? Just a reminder, we don't appreciate that. Enough sniffing footsteps, we find Venti and give him the now blue crystal. Wow, nice. Let's not use this power ever again. Well, until Natlan, where the right is finally acknowledged that it's one of the Traveler's powers. I meet up with Venti at Windrise Tree, where I have to defeat my arch nemesis, maybe the worst thing I've fought so far, the Eye of the Storm. Now, this boss wouldn't be a problem if half of my team wasn't useless towards it, because well, Animal isn't very effective against Animal. The fight went relatively smoothly because the goat Bennett just scared the hell out of this, plus giving an honorable mention to the flute for hitting 119 damage. That's the highest the flute will do on this challenge. After this gruesome fight, I go to the cathedral, where Amber is just watching me menacingly.
He's just standing there, menacingly!
With Amber's quest complete, I go talk to Venti again, who wants me to steal the holy lyre. Which of course I accept because why not? The guard is not here, which means I already have the right time. I walk in, just casually stroll past his guards. I'm not sure how they don't see this blonde-haired woman, but working in security must be a really boring job. Imagine being one of these guys having to walk all day doing this as a 9 to 5. A Fatui mage steals the lyre, so it's time for an escape plan. I go to the tavern. Thank you, Mihoyo, for not making us actually have to click the door. Dilo covers for us. Thanks, broski. After the most mid-song for Venti, it's time for the Fatui-based raid. Oh yeah, and Jean is here apparently. But before that, it's time for a side quest apparently. I went to do those domains where you get a free shrine key and 40 free modes. It went smoothly due to me having Amber, who could just shoot those animal slimes. Ignore my aim, it's great. I know. Prime 10-2. I opened the shrine of that, and it's time for the raid. We raid the Fatui hideout, and this is the funny part. You can just spam F and it will pick the options that will avoid fighting. Also, I found this hilarious that you can just sit down here. Like, who's gonna sit down here with me? Jesus? Kratos? I don't know. Who would not want to sit here in this isolated domain of doom and sorrow? Alright, F spam is over and I have to take down this Fatui agent. Heiso is aiming at Ghost with his ult, and our lack of damage is starting to show because somebody forgot to level the weapon and put on some artifacts onto her character. So who could that be? Well, I don't know. With hitting the agent a bunch of times, he runs away at light speed. Also, there's a chest over there that I have no idea how to get, so it will be there forever. Bye chest, I guess we were never meant to be. After beating up some Fatui, I do my daily commissions, reaching AR 15, meaning I unlock ascending my characters. Now, an immediate problem that comes up is the fact, well, Heiso is an Inazuma character, meaning his leveling materials are behind that storm barrier on an island. So Hazel won't be leveled for a while. It's time to level my other characters. Amber's first, but I'm missing some flowers, so I quickly scramble to get some. It's Traveler's turn, which goes smoothly, and then it's Bennett, who I again have to get some flowers. Why do all these Genshin characters need flowers from me? Shouldn't it be the other way around? Anyway, I can't stand the sight of capped resin, and I do some ley lines to get rid of that hideous number. I notice I'm close to a temple, so I do the character trials and claim some of the codes that Genshin has to offer. Well, this is a really disappointing temple, almost as disappointing when Mom found the piss drawer. Oh, and also, this is the first debate club that I got on this account, so is that a partial W? I don't know, you tell me. I can't live with this disappointment. With 2 leftover wishes, the 4-star pity really close by, I do these pulls. I get Kujusara, who I have merch of. She's actually pretty good for the early game. She has a bow and is electro, which I didn't have before, so that unlocks a new element that I can use. Out of the 3 4-star characters on the banner, the only one I don't have any merch of is Thoma. But what can you do when you're such a forgettable character? I feel bad for anybody trying to use him as a DPS with his low scalings. Sacrificial fragments can be useful on Hazel since his skill is the bulk of his damage. Triggering it twice is basically double the damage. And also EM is not bad since animal characters also do swirl reactions. I continue with the story and I reach AR 16 pretty randomly. It unlocks co-op. To me, restricting other people on what they can use is not part of this challenge, thus meaning people who join me can use whatever they want. Also, when I'm farming artifacts, I will need somebody to carry me. I'm not spending 5 minutes defeating some damn hill trolls in a domain, alright? The urge to get sidetracked got strong again. I did one of those shrine key and 4D primo giving domains again. Did I open a shrine? No. Did I waddle my way to that ruin guard place? Yes. This bot was easy since I only deal elemental damage and this guy has some physical resistance. So let's just say that this fight was way easier than the Eye of the Storm. Besides the ruin guard spot, there's 2 more dwelling tier places, but at least they're not on the other side of the map from each other. Before I find those, guess who got sidetracked again? Yet the temptation of 40 primos from the shrine was too much to bear, so I made a beeline towards it. I also started doing the Gorge Sword quest, but I got blocked by a barrier just like I got clock blocked by Inazuma's big storm barrier. I just want to see my wife again. The other elemental totems I can activate, but the cryo one, no can do. There's no monsters nearby that can affect me with cryo, and I don't have the craftable waypoints unlocked. Until I get a cryo character or when Shnaya Cryo Traveler comes out, this will be locked. I guess this is the part where we have to say goodbye to the second chest. I'll miss you. With that, we get to the domain where 90% of the time it's just an elevator ride up. Animes are right against every Abyss Mage shields. This fight is just me bullying this poor Abyss Mage in the corner for a minute straight. Now with the domain finished, I get out of the domain. What a mistake. My arch nemesis, the Eye of the Storm, was just waiting for a sneak attack on me and kills my Hazel. I mean, I didn't fight back, but who expects being trampled on when you leave a room? I had to take that death in for a minute straight. I go back to the winery to meet the gang, who informs me to go to the Starsash Cliff. With our board Lyre broken, I complete the quest.
And now I want to sit back and relax and enjoy my evening. When all of a sudden, I hear this agitating, grating voice.
AR 18 is what I have to reach now. It shouldn't be that hard. I start off by doing Shelling's quest. Now, did I finish this quest? That's up for debate. Yeah, I didn't. I got sidetracked and went to do some ley lines. Back to Mi Amor, the Adventures Handbook. I finished chapter 3 and start doing the quest on chapter 4. Well, I tried to, but because one of the quests is to visit the Stormy Terry's lair, it's kinda impossible to do that for now. I level up some artifacts on Hazel, but run out of artifact fodder too quickly to actually finish the handbook quest. Next source of AR EXP would be commissions. I'd love it if my commission wasn't at God knows where. It's literally at the only place in Mondstadt that I don't have a TP waypoint to. I swear, MiHoYo is out to get me. The good thing is, due to me having Anima, I can unlock the weapon ascension domain in Mondstadt. The sacrificial fragments is a Mondstadt weapon, so if I want to level it, I will need the Mondstadt weapon domain. With that, I reached my first commission, which is just some Hilichurls and an Abyss Mage, who just got swept away by Hazel. I only have to do 2 commissions because I had already done 2 before. I scoured the cathedral thinking, who is the person with the commission? If only there was a big purple quest marker to show me that. I'm blind, I know. I got rid of a gift for Jillian. No wait, it's Jilliana. What? And claim my daily commission reward. With that, I reach AR 18. So that means I sprint back to doing the quest. The gang's all here waiting for me. And the Abyss Mage, like every other Abyss Mage, wasn't difficult. Anima is just a miracle element doing everything. Why is the barrier text blue? I find it funny when they change the text color sometimes. Like, yeah, no shit, Paimon, that's a storm barrier. I think that's pretty obvious. With Wendy's ringing a tune, the storm barrier comes down, and so comes up my suffering. Dwalit's battle is up, and so is this news fast that is waiting for those wind orbs to appear. Before the sleepy time battle, I need to activate these 3 light anchors. There, 1, 2, and 3. Well, no more avoiding it. Time to put my alarm and wake up when I hear one of those animal thingies that Venti puts out noise. Oh, that's my alarm. Now, what did I miss? Oh, absolutely nothing. By the way, there's not even a need to avoid those wind bullet thingies because they do so little damage. Now it's time for the battle. Does Hazel one-cycle the dragon? No, because Venti decided to climb like a moron. 2 cycles of Dwalin is what it takes. Also, the reason I'm not even bothering with the moving platforms thing is the same reason why I didn't care to dodge the bullets. It does no damage. With Mondstadt saved, my next duty is to spiral Biz because I reach AR 20. Which I'll start doing in the next episode because I forgot for a long time to actually do it. I also claimed the free Barbara, who I can actually use. What can I say? I do have Barbara merch. The summer skin was so cute, so yeah, I have acrylic standee of her summer skin. It's on my cabinet. I love Nimrod. I would name my child Nimrod. Nimrod is life. Nimrod is love. We give the broken Lyre back to Barbs at the cathedral. Hey, I was just talking about you. Betty gets the wind punched out of him. Get it? The wind. And I get awoken by Barbs. I go to the Windrise tree where Venti tells me to go to Lyre, and yeah, that's Mondstadt complete. With that, the next episode will be on Lyre, so stick around. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!